Hello everybody, today we have something a little bit different to examine here. This I picked up at the thrift store a little while back for $8 as you can see. I feel it's a little much, but for what's inside of it, I think it's worth it. I'm going to part this thing out, I'm not going to keep it the way it is. But as far as I can tell, this particular light is for the skincare industry of some type. Not really sure what it does, I'm not into cosmetics or knowing any of that kind of stuff, but we're going to explore what it is. And what is it? So, it is a very cool black light. As you can see, it has four F4T5 fluorescent tubes inside. I'm sure they're electronically ballasted or resistive ballasted or something. We'll examine how this works because there's no ballast in line here. As you can see, it's just a supposedly grounded cord. We have a little light up neon switch and our magnifying glass. We can see that they talk about different types of skin pores or something, so it has to be for skin and cosmetics or something like that. 2018 is when it looks like this one was manufactured. Now, the interesting thing here is I was at another kind of thrift store thing the other day with a friend and noticed another one of these. It was a little bit more, but it had actual sockets. As you can see, this one doesn't have sockets. It literally has little pins that slide onto the end of the bulbs. Really weird. I can't say I've seen a construction like this other than they're trying to be cheap with it, obviously. Well, I guess there is a grounding screw there. So, let's go ahead and just demonstrate this thing before we dismantle it. They got a rubber band on here, and it is on tight. So let's see if we can loosen it up here without snapping it, and we'll add it to the collection of 1 million rubber bands on the hook here. Let me plug it into our outlet up here. Oh, and it's already on. Okay, well, yeah, we probably won't be able to get a very good look at it here because we have a lot of light behind us. But yes, it is black light, as you can see. And if we take this cover off, it doesn't seem to block all the UV, so that's important, obviously. And the cord lights up. So, that's the idea of it. I guess you can look at my pores on my hand or something, and I don't know, maybe look at your face. Who knows? Anyway, that's what it does. And it's kind of an instant start thing. Yeah. Okay then. So let's turn our lights back on, and we'll turn this off and unplug it. So, this cover here just slides right off, this little acrylic cover, so you can't touch everything inside naturally. And obviously the bulbs are made to be replaceable, just not super easily. So, if we go ahead and, I don't know, pick one of these bulbs here, we should be able to get it out of its little holder. And then we have the little pins on either end. So we have a black and a white wire on each bulb, it looks like. And, oh yeah, they're on there. I would think it would slide off. Or else what's the point here? Oh, one of them's coming off. There we go. Okay. That's much better because my whole idea here was to use these in the MS-104 lights. There we go. Yes, a F4T5 blacklight bulb. Very cool. That's not bad for $2 a piece. I'm sure you can find bunches of them online. These bulbs are also used in like bill inspectors where you can see the different colored strips in the US currency. I'm sure some other currencies are like that too. So they still have a use out there. Of course, LEDs are, taking over all of that. But let's keep pulling these little pins off here. And maybe once we do all that, we'll see what we got underneath. So, looks like a black and white wire per bulb, and these all look like the same bulbs, whatever company that is. Hyena? There's not even an N in there. Hi-ya. Okay then. So, we'll just keep taking out our bulbs here. Too bad this one doesn't have sockets. That'd be kind of handy to have around. I guess you could, use these little pin things in another install. I wonder if these are being used in series with each other, or if there's individual ballasts. But there's just so much nothing in here that I'm thinking it's resistive. There's some type of resistive thing going on in here. Okay, so it looks like once we have that off, there's this shield that's held on with 4 Phillips screws here. So let's grab our drill and try to take those out. Okay, so we got those out. How does this come out now? Okay, we have some type of movement going on here. Hello? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, wow, okay, well, there is a ballast in here. Interesting. This is very odd. So obviously we have our switch here, have our main ballast, which branches out to these 2 separate ones here, which have little tiny transformers on them. And then that branches out to, well, all these wires. Interesting. Okay, then we have these little holders that hold the bulbs. You know, those could be handy for some type of project, I guess. And the boards are all just kind of sitting in here. Now, I don't know. These must be glued in or something. I see a screw here. Let's just see if we can take it apart further. Oh, here's our magnifying glass. Okay, well, we'll just keep that around. You can always use a magnifying glass, I guess. So here's the main board up top. The trace is on its back. And this front piece here, it's interesting. It looks like this is our power in. And then we have these 2 that go to the separate little transformers on the sides. So again, here's our little board. Interesting. Okay. And then, I don't know how you get all these little other boards out of here. Yeah, this is really interesting. It's literally just connectors going to these boards. Huh. I'm going to get these lamp holders out. Okay. Got those out. Just unplug all this like it matters anymore. Yeah, it must be glued in place. Interesting that this handle is literally just screwed on here with a bolt. Okay. Obviously, we'll just keep the cord, so we'll just put it here. And then it looks like it'll just come out if we get rid of these zip ties. Okay, so we got a grounded cord out of it. I mean, that's always helpful. It's a little thin one. Maybe it can be used for a little light of some kind. I'm sure we can get the switch out of here if we get the hot glue off of here. And I don't know what in the world I'd do with this handle, but we can try to take it off. Why not? Okay, then. A handle. So we still have these circuit boards in here. Of course, we're going to take them out the most gentle way possible. Problem is, you can't... There we go. Okay, they're just glued into place. So there's the back. It's literally like little transformers and some little capacitors or something. Okay, then. I'm sure it's the same thing over here. Literally. So this is interesting. Okay, so now we just need to get this glue out of the way. And we should be able to save the switch, since it's a nice little neon switch. Of course, the way they bent the wires, you can't get it through. Naturally. They were thinking. There we go, come on. Okay, so there's our switch. No idea what in the world I'll do with that, but you never know. You might need a little switch for something. Okay, so that's the enclosure. Nothing left but for me to put in the garbage. And we have all these little wires here. Now, it does look like these wires are coated or heat shrinked with a very thin coating. Interesting. Not sure what I'll do with them. I'll probably just throw them. Here's a ground wire. You can always use that. So, that was taking apart this weird light thing. Yeah, that's some decent weighted metal there. It's pretty shiny. I don't know what I'd do with that. But we got 4 F4 T5 fluorescent bulbs out of it. That's pretty cool. As always, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, be sure to give it a like down below and leave a comment. I do enjoy reading all of your comments. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more great videos like this one. Also check out my secondary channel Merkove and subscribe over there for more behind the scenes and alternative content. Of course, check out the other videos here on this screen, and as always, thank you very much for watching.